Hello, welcome to the Capitol Theatre and Capitol Connects. Join us as we connect artists, business, and our community. I'm standing under the Capitol Theatre marquee. Under normal circumstances, the marquee announces the current production. But things are quiet on that front at the moment. So you might want to consider the opportunity to get your name up in lights. If you have an occasion you want to celebrate, or perhaps encouragement for our community, you can find out more about this on the Capitol Theatre's website. Get your name up in lights while helping us keep the lights on in this challenging time. In this episode of Capitol Connects, we take a look at the excitement, the traditions, and the creativity that go into opening night.
Hi, I'm Charlene Saroy, and I'm the production stage manager here at the Capitol Theatre, and I'm standing outside the stage door. This is the door the actors and crew members take to get into the theatre to work. It was a great pleasure for me to walk through the stage door on my first professional gig. Usually on opening night when you walk through this door, it would be a hive of energy. The actors and crew would be putting on the finishing touches for opening night. Today, it's a different story. It's less energetic backstage, but it's a perfect day for a tour. Why don't you follow me through these doors and into the dressing room? This is a call board. The first thing the actors do when they enter the building is they sign in. That way the stage manager knows that they're here to work. Here's a ladies' dressing room. Let's go in and have a look around. This is where the actors start their transformation into their characters, doing their hair and makeup and putting on their costume before the show. Let's pop up to the green room and see if Susan has some stories for us.
Here we are in our green room. This is where the flowers arrive and treats arrive for the actors.
Happy opening, Capitol Theatre.
Yay! Thanks, Adam. Just like the treats from Queenie's, the beautiful bouquet was created by Port Hope's own Holton Flowers. How did the green room get its name? Well, there's lots of theories. During Victorian England, the lighting was gaslight, and some say that was hard on the eyes. So the actors would leave the stage and go to the green room, where the walls were painted green because it was felt that green was a soothing color. There's other theories that in fact it goes way, way back to medieval times when they would perform outdoors and there would be a central grassy area where the actors would perform, and then there would be a hill or terraced seating that would go up, and the acting area was referred to as the green. And then there was one other reference that the name came out of Cockney rhyming slang. So who knows where it really came from? You get to decide the story you like the best, or perhaps you want to do some research and find out a little bit more. So in our green room, you'll see it's decorated in a way to honor the history of this theatre. It was built in the 1930s as a movie theatre. The Birds and the Bees is a lively comedy that was to open our 2020 season. It's now scheduled to be part of our 2021 season. I recently met with the acting company of The Birds and the Bees to chat about opening nights, preparations, and rituals via Zoom. What is your ritual on an opening day?
I'm pretty boring. I nap. When I do my warm-up, this is a whole other lifetime ago, but I once worked with orangutans, and they would put their arms up and then bring them down and slap the ground. And so for the last 10 years on opening, I do my big warm-up and then I just launch and slap the ground like an orangutan and do a big stretch, and then I go through the show.
May I request not having a dressing room with Sarah for our
That's on stage. No, that's on stage.
So Mary, do
Yes.
you have any rituals?
I always buy new mascara, new blush, and a new lipstick for the particular character. Unfortunately, I have a drawer full of stuff that only gets used for one show.
Ralph, what about you?
the essential ritual I go through is one of release and relaxation. If I can talk as an actor, I just try to let everything go. I know people who get, they start doing their calisthenics. I just completely let it all drain out of me. And I literally launch myself onto the stage for my first appearance and begin to trust everything that has come before. Not an easy thing to do, but it has certainly worked better for me than getting on stage all tense and head up.
Just really looking forward to seeing you just launch on the stage for the first time. I want to see what that looks like.
It's quite a sight.
I'm a bullet.
So Ben, what about you? Do you have any rituals or?
My whole life, I'm like a serial throw up or close to before opening night. Like I hated opening nights. And it wasn't until I got my first real job and I was at the Charlottetown Festival. And I remember saying, oh my God, I was saying to myself in the morning, I was like, I throw up in front of two people. How am I going to do this? And then I realized I made a mental shift and I was like, I've got one go at this opening night. It's my first opening night as a professional actor. And this is so exciting. And I'm going to tell myself that I'm excited instead. And honestly, I just was I just told people I was super excited. They were like, how you feeling? I'm like, super excited, super excited. And what do you know? I went out there and I was actually super excited. And from that day forward, my openings have just been me either pretending to be really excited or actually being really excited. And that's the way that I kind of calm the jitters for myself.
Great.
Lovely to see you all. You all look
Thank
awesome.
you.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Now that we've met the Birds and the Bees acting company, let's go back to where the play begins, with the writer. Here's a part of a conversation I had with the Birds and the Bees playwright, Marc Crawford. How did this play come into being?
The thing that kind of started it for me was having this wacky idea of wanting to write like a sex comedy, wanting to write a real kind of raucous, fun comedy about people getting it on. And having seen a bunch of those plays, especially sort of sex farces from the 60s and 70s, I wanted to do that and kind of pay and tip my hat to that genre of play. But also I wanted it to be about people who we could recognize and we could identify with, not sort of rich, glamorous French people. While that is really fun, I just I don't know rich, glamorous French people. And the other thing that I wanted to do with that genre was to kind of dig a bit deeper.
Yes.
Right, to kind of start on that level of people in and out and taking their clothes off. And I made a rule for myself that we would see everyone in their underwear at least once in the play. Just equal opportunity across the board.
Yes,
but I also thought, how can it also be about relationships and go deeper?
I know you as an actor, but now you're also a playwright.
Yeah.
So how is opening different for you?
As an actor, you have something to do and you have somewhere to put the energy. I think as a playwright, openings become more about supporting other people and being there for the theater company. And so it's a lot more about relationships and fostering those relationships and celebrating the people who've helped make the thing happen. And that's exciting. But sitting there in an audience on an opening night, it's what do you do with all the nerves and the anxiety and the stress and stuff? So a lot of breathing, a lot of clutching my partner's hand. Luckily, I've been blessed with very happy, nice opening night.
Anyway, thank you, Marc.
Hey, you're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us as we connect artists, business, and community on this virtual platform we're calling Capital Connects. The presentation of Capital Connects is being offered in combination with a request for donation. The proceeds of those donations are going towards the Capital's journey to artistic reemergence and to support our community that is suffering from the effects of COVID-19. We want to thank you for your continued support of the Capital. We do wish to see you under the stars soon. But in the meantime, please join us on this journey. Thank you.